welcome. We are back to building the Kratos, or the Kratos, if you're that way inclined. Let me just zoom out to double thingy. Even then, I think that might be too much. Let's go all the way out to this. This is the view that we're dealing with. Now, we got to this point last. I fully intended to make a finished building one of the sponsons. I completely forgot about it. I did realize that I hadn't done it last night, and then I thought, well, we can just do the other one. So this is the left sponsor. Now these do not need magnetizing because you just slide them in like so, and then rotate them 90 degrees, and then they're great. Now the only thing you might want to consider potentially magnetizing is the weaponry. It's currently just held in via like two of the, like there's a thing at the top and a thing at the bottom, and you just pull that out. Now you could potentially just leave them, but I think we're just going to be sticking with the las sponsons. Obviously I need to get the bottom one, and then I could just like go to a bit store and get more sponsons potentially and just swap them out as required. So yeah, anyway, let us build the other one. Happy Sunday to everyone. Hope we're all well. I've been doing a bit of painting. Today I didn't really do huge amount. I didn't have huge amounts of sleep, which isn't an issue. However, I did start painting an Iron Warrior. Started knocking out some details. Painted an Emperor's child over the last couple of days as well. All been very groovy. Now, we've obviously got half of the top turret on. I think before we get to that, okay, we are going to build one of the other sponsons, the other sponson, the right-hand one. Heavy bolter is a juicy option for Imperial Fists. I am slightly conflicted at the moment. I'm going to do a double bit of checking on it before I glue it into place. But I do like the idea of a las cannon. But then again, there's a heavy flamer as well. I don't know. I like all the bits, really. And that's why I'm just going to have to buy separate sponsons. Right. Turret. And then we got the massive dozer blade thing, which looks ridiculous. It looks utterly ridiculous, and I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle with it, really. Okay, regardless. So, we need S13, S15, and S17. Now, I need a sprue which has S on it. I think I've got it put away somewhere else, which is not where everything else is. L. That's T. H. The hull. This was R. Okay. That's the Land Raider sponson there. That's not what I want. I think I found it. S. S for sponson. Righty-ho. I was in the wrong place. So we need, as I said earlier, S 13, 15, and 17. We've already done that side, so we want to do the other side, so it's going to be S14, 16, and 18. Is what we need to get. Right now, I'm going to start off with 14 right here. Get this done. I think I've already decided on the battle cannon for the Imperial Fists. Rather than worrying about buying, like swapping out, I'll probably build the other things. I don't think I really need to worry about having them all painted up, though. 18 and... what was the other part? 16. 16 is here. 18 is... 18 was there. God, I hope those parts are interchangeable. Oh, God, it was that little bit. Okay, so the... part 18 is like the front. Oh, I've already glued it on. Ha! I already glued it on. Okay, that's half of the job saved for me. Okay, I don't need to worry. Okay, so the other side of the las turret cannon thing. I need to have a hair attached. Caught underneath my thumb. So, let us just crack on with this. Don't know how long we're going to be streaming today, but I just wanted to get this sort of... I want to get the Kratos built so I can at least get it primed. I should really have a kind of notification, an email, in fact, when I get... We are going to have a look at the GW previews today. I know a whole load of Lord of the Rings stuff dropped. I'm not exactly bothered about that stuff. I like Lord of the Rings, but the miniatures themselves, not quite my jam. Anywho, we will worry about that. For those who are watching the VOD of this video, I do make these live streams turn into VODs because I'm trying to... Certainly the build content is, well, not the most exciting part of the hobby. For some people it is, and that's all they really care about, like building all the miniatures. I do like it, but I'm not too fussed. It's supposed to be more of a chill out and chat hobby, if anything. And I at the same time I get to do something productive. However, we might come across something on this on the build of these things which may become useful, may not be obvious for folks if they're building a Kratos, or we're also building the Leviathan Dreadnought. Speaking of the Leviathan Dreadnought, so at the end of stream on Friday, end of stream on my Twitch stream on Friday, I picked this up and had a look at it, like near the end, I think, and I heard something plink away. Turns out the Dreadnought's head has flown off into the warp. And I'm really struggling to find it. I've looked almost everywhere. Evidently I haven't looked everywhere because I haven't found it yet. I do not want to be purchasing another one of those. They are well, I do, but not for the just the missing head, so I'm going to have to try and remedy that situation. Somehow. I don't quite know how. Hopefully I just find it. That would be the best situation. The only thing I don't like about this tank is the ridiculous dozer blade on the front. I think it looks utterly ridiculous. And not in a sort of a good way. They've obviously taken the front of the Rhino blade, the Rhino dozer, and just maxed it out. Turned it to 11. Whatever. And it just looks like trash. Utter trash. in my humble opinion. Actually, it's not humble. It's my actual opinion. I don't know if other people like it. I've seen some people paint them up. I've seen other people just not even include it in their in the build of it. So I don't know. Evidently, it's not for everyone. I would prefer a more dozer shaped blade rather than lots of spiky, I don't know, triangular bits of metal, I guess. What is that stupid thing? Okay. I understand. I understand, YouTube. You don't have to keep flashing stuff at me. I understand. So yeah, we are building the Kratos today. This is part 5. We've got a fair amount of distance on it. This is going to be a longer stream than the sort of weekday streams. So it'll be over an hour in this case. Like normally during the week I do 3 1-hour streams on YouTube. And then 2 or 3 hours over on Twitch as well. Where we actually do painting. But still a lot of talking. Because it's good to talk. Apparently according to all the cell phone or mobile phone companies, good to talk. Is that one of the adverts? I think it is. Okay, I have... So, with Imperium magazine, I did get some plastic glue, I just remembered. So, like with all my pots, these ones, which have basically run out, and I'm struggling every time to use, we seem to be we're okay now, in fact. However... Clockson, hello, how you doing today? How the hell are you? So, folks, these are the 2 slots. There's one there, and there's one on the top. That's where the little pegs go into. So you don't want to put glue in there, alright? Or at least do one's best not to. Although I say that, and go and do it straight away. Still. I guess I gave everyone a warning. Just smush this on. Foxon, how you doing today? How is your Sunday going? On a scale of 1 to absolutely magnificent, how is it going? I did some recording this morning. I painted a bit of an Iron Warrior. Obviously my very basic Dark Angel has been painted. That video is live. I think I'm going to do a part 2 where I sort of weather each individual. Although it's going to kind of weathering them. It's going to get kind of repetitive because it's all vaguely the same stuff, and 20 videos of me doing the same thing over and over again. I suppose gibbering into a microphone is similar. What the hell? Lost the needle there. Okay, so here we go. One last cannon. Cannon? Spent the whole day playing Stream Raiders. Oh, you're a Stream Raider, are you? I could never get into that. It's not, I don't know. The problem is I get distracted enough as it is. I think we all know that. And if I had yet another thing to just take away my concentration on stream, it would be utterly useless for me. So that's why I don't do it. And the editing, bloody hell, I have to do. I was going to edit today. I ended up starting to paint this guy up and recording it. So hopefully I'll get some good footage out of that. I don't think I'm going to have the energy to edit today. I'm going to have to edit an entire video tomorrow and Tuesday. It's going to be very stressful, but I must make it happen. It's something to do. It's pretty disruptive, yeah. No, exactly, Clockson. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people love it. Personally, for myself, it's one distraction too many, so that's why I don't run Stream Raiders. People have asked me if I would do it. I had to say no. I had to put my foot down, apparently. S1 and 2. Okay. S1 and 2. Those are the sort of bits of armor. Sorry, that's the bit of armor, S3. I also watched the film Doom. Top tier film. Absolutely would recommend. Absolutely top tier. Uh-oh. Hello? We are missing a... Uh-oh. We're missing another part. We're missing S2. S2 looks like you. Ah, okay. So I did have it at some point. It has been removed. I think I know where it will be. So I'm just not going to worry about it for a second. I'm going to chill. And then I will get right... I will locate that bit. That's all my social media. Doom. With a M. Yeah, I saw a post on bloody Twitter today. Who was it? Jubilant Rich talked about it and said there was a sequel. I wasn't entirely sure about the sequel, but I suddenly remembered. It's been a fair old minute since I've seen the original Doom and thought, well, I need to remedy that situation. Yeah, exactly. And The Rock. Yeah. I don't know quite when it was made. It was before The Rock sort of got even bigger. He's obviously quite large in this film. But this is before he sort of really hulked out, etc. And it's also got Emily. Hold on. No, that's not her name. She was in Gone Girl. What was that film? Gone. It's got Rosamund Pike in it as well. 2005? Yeah, that sounds about accurate. I was busy watching all the films when I was working at Lion King. Then. Alright, I found the other bit. This is what I chopped off last week. And, yeah. I was getting ahead of myself. I chopped the wrong piece off. Because they, like, 2 and 2 were together, surprisingly enough, and 1 and 1 were together. My brain was thinking 1 and 2 would be together, so he chopped them both off, glued them both together. No. This situation, 2 and 2 are together, and 1 and 1 are both together, so, that's what I did. I chopped them both off last week, and disasters ensued. Yeah, so 2005. How long had I been at the Lion King then? I don't know. I got back from the States in... Oh, crikey. 2002. What is going on? Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I don't know what is causing that issue. What the? Devil was going on there. Okay. So yeah, no, I got back from the US in 2002. I got a job on a film for a bit, and then I was looking around for jobs, and then for about 8 months or something after that film job, Or maybe it was the other way around. Anyway, so it would have been 2004, I think I started at Lion King. Ish. I don't know. I can't even remember. Doesn't even matter. So we got this little bit of sponson which holds the gun. We attached a bit of armor. There's a little shape there which mushes onto a shape here. Once you attach glue, and fun times ensue. So let us just do that. Yeah, that was my goal. I went to college and did sort of special effects specifically for what I wanted to do at the time was miniature models. Wait, hold on, what am I doing? Evidently today I'm a bit scatty. Yeah, no, I wanted to get into miniature models, like miniature sets and scenery. That was my goal. Obviously we didn't make it, but it was an interesting time, to say the least. So the las thing, it fits into here. Now there are 2 holes, one on each top and bottom, and we fit these little 19 B is S5 and S6. You two? Yeah, it was like it would have been a good time. It would have been a good time. S5 and 6. Yeah, as I said earlier, I'm not going to be gluing these in right now. I just want to make sure all the parts are together and like correct. I will check offline. If I really do decide at the last minute that bolters are the way forward, then I'll build the bolters in and all that kind of stuff. Where is the silly little... There it is, S5. Yeah, no, I would have loved to have gotten into a film. It's building all the miniatures, although I did work in a singular film as a runner for the costume department of all things, but a friend of the family is a costume director, and he hooked me up with that job. Unfortunately, I had a seizure, so I couldn't drive anymore, and as a result, that was like the main part of my job. Collecting him, going into London to collect costumes, going back out to Angels, which is where we were working. It's a costume place, and yeah, I lost my job because of that seizure, so that sucked. I let folks talk me into backup career 25 years later. Yeah, the backup career was, I don't know. So I ended up in theatre, which wasn't really what I wanted to do. However, they did have a props department, and next to like miniature making, doing props would have been sweet. Like they had animatronics there, which I was all about. Unfortunately at the time, it was like I'd gone to college, and like 99, just when like film start, like CGI was obviously CGI had been started to being brought out in, I don't know, well, ages before. However, yeah, I think it would have been the wrong time in general just to get into it, so hey ho. So this cable attaches to the lower, this thing here. So it needs a bit of cleanup, but that's how it goes on. Oh, that pin just dropped out. However, you just sort of rotate that on, and then you're good to go. Just like that. Always, I did a bit of stop motion at college. I made my own armatures and then sculpted some nightmare to go on over the armature, and Yeah. Do you do stop motion Lego stuff by any chance, Loxon? I know you like the Lego. Because I do keep seeing that, and every so often, well, not specifically Lego, but I do keep seeing stop motion stuff done with various toys and action figures or whatnot. And I do every so often, I do think, you know what, that does look pretty awesome. Maybe one day I'll do something about it. But in this house, unfortunately, that is just a no. That's not even on the agenda. You done a little in your Imperium videos? Ah. Alright, I've sacrificed another bit to the floor. So we lost the Leviathan head. Now the bit which holds the bottom of that is now being sacrificed as well. What I'm going to do before I lose any more, I'm going to remove that, put this in here. I'll remove this one and put that in here. I just need to attach this first to it. Yeah, so every so often, I do get tempted by doing some stop motion at some point. Like once I move house, then, you know, things like that might become more viable. I like the idea of... I certainly like the idea of filming some scenery and having miniatures sitting within that scenery. They don't have to be doing anything, but, I mean, I like the idea at least. So... I don't know. Once I can move and get some dedicated space for filming, that would be amazing. Unfortunately, as we all know, space is not easy to come by. So, let us look at... I think we're going to look at the main battle cannon for this bad boy. I will be building the dozer blade at the front, but not yet. Put this tank over here. You know what? Maybe that thing I dropped has gone to rolled exactly to where the dreadnoughts dropped to. That would be amazing, because then I could hunt them both down and find them both at the same time. Right. Yeah. Like, space, like... I'm very lucky I have this room. Very lucky. It's not a big room at all. But it's unfortunately just rammed to the gills with stuff, and it's not just not doable. We'll say it's not doable. Kratos battle cannon. Now I believe you can basically swap these out pretty easily. So we've built this part right here, except for T6, and we've got the autocannon to do as well. So T6, if I can find that, that'd be great. Trying to turn my garage into some kind of studio, but it's slow going. Clockson, that would be the dream. I would absolutely love that. Like, I don't know, not like this house is like in a town, and townhouses don't generally have garages just because of space situations. Like if you're like in the suburbs or whatever, that's a different situation. But also, like, garages in the UK, they just put the price up even more than normal. But a garage studio would be so good, especially if there was a second floor to that. There's like a first floor story to that, and the garage filming bit below. Film below, and then you go upstairs to edit, or like do all the hobby stuff downstairs and then edit upstairs. And have, I don't know, a hot tub. I don't know, something. Ouch. Okay, which bit was it? Is it this one? T? Where does it say T? T for turret. And Terry. T6 is that one there. Editing hot. Yeah, I don't know. I love, like, I've been in a hot tub before, but not in a while. And I'm going to be honest, ever since I read a story in the paper, was it last year? Let's get this battle cannon off. Actually, the coaxial Dubry Firkin, T7 and T8. So I read a story, I think last year, probably at the beginning or whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter. This girl went to a friend's house, right? She went over to a girlfriend's house for like a night of, I don't know, drinks and whatever it is people get up to. So like, and then she went home, woke up the next morning, and she had to go to hospital. The next morning or like the week later or something. Anyway, timescale was probably a bit off. Turns out she had to have her leg amputated. No, not that sort of friend. I don't think they just said a girlfriend, like a female friend. They didn't really specify the capacity, like to how friendly they were towards each other. However, they were both in a hot tub. Evidently, the friend never washed out the hot tub because it turns out she got. Oh god, what was it? I almost said TB. That's not it. I'm gonna have to Google it now. Curses. It was in the UK somewhere. Hot tub leads to leg amputation. There you go. There you go. That's a phrase to see. Oh, here we go. Meningitis. Menin-bloody-gitis. They might have been roommates. Well, I mean, I've got a picture of it. I wish I hadn't opened that picture up now. Oh, God. It's above the knee amputation. No. Wait, hold on. Below the knee amputation. Let me read out the... I don't want to give you me paper to have notifications. It's in January, so it's the beginning of last year. That's when it was. So she... Oh, with pals, plural. My bad. After spending the evening having fun with pals in a hot tub. Oh, man. 25-year-old was rushed to hospital thanks to quick thinking. She was diagnosed with I can't pronounce it. Septicemia. In Essex. I don't know. Oh, God. Why did they... Oh, they put a picture of the leg before... I could have done without seeing that. I feel, I could have done without seeing that picture. My God. Yeah. Like, it... Oh. Anyway, so it's 20. So evidently the friend like just. So it's basically warm water, right? That you just sort of put all your germs into, and then give them warm water to sort of breed in, really. And it's just evidently the friend was like, yeah, we just never need to clean it, never need to chlorinate it or anything like that. Just have the hot tub and have a whale of a time. Crazy. Yeah, so anyway, the editing hot tub. I've been put off ever since. Like, I thought that could have been the next meta for, Twitch. Obviously, they have the hot tub part. We could do mini painting in a hot tub. Using the water for paintbrush cleaning. Hope you've had tea. Yeah, I've already eaten. Unfortunately, that would have given me something to bring up if I was gonna I'd read that article once before because it popped up in my brain before, and I talked about it on Twitch once, and I looked it up then, but I never scrolled down that far. I just scrolled down far enough to get the general gist of what was going on. I didn't see the leg. Oh. I love a good horror film. I love a good horror film, but it was just when that was completely unexpected bit of leg. Yeah. She did indeed get legless. Oh damn, why did I never make that joke before? Damn, I have to remember that. What I'm gonna do, Cloxon, I hope you don't mind, is I'm going to if that chat ever comes up again, I'm gonna try and remember that joke and pretend like I just came up with it. Do a classic thing of just like stealing someone else's stuff and repurposing it for my own. It's gonna give you. Problem is, I would never remember that joke anyway. I'd be like, I know there's a joke there, I can't bloody remember it. Desperately trying for about 10 minutes trying to remember what the joke was, and by then the time has been and gone for the joke. We've now moved on to just awkward sort of chat. Is he gonna remember what he was? No. No memory. Now I do have the chat on ultra low latency or whatever the hell it's called on YouTube. I don't really know what the latency is. Like, I don't know how long of a gap there is between what I say and when you hear it. It's supposed to be when you want whatever the setting is for almost real-time chat. That's what we're on. Sometimes to me it seems like there's about half an hour break between what I say and stuff like that. So, this is the auto gun. We got to attach the front nozzle here. Because I type slow? Ah, is that it? Are you just being nice and just giving me an excuse for sometimes just completely missing chat for about half an hour and just as I just like focus on what I'm doing a bit too much? Definitely a thing which I do. Lag, probably some YouTube magic. Yeah, that's what I suspect. What's going on here? Some sweet, sweet YouTube magic. Do you use, for your YouTube, do you use, like, any of that, like TubeBuddy or vidIQ or something like that? I got one of them on, when it was on sale. Just to see. Like, it's helped a bit, but the thing is, now I know what it's looking for. I can do it without having to use it, so... I'm just thinking, well, I don't think I'll be renewing it. Now I know, like, the what's it? The sort of SEO side of things, at least. Obviously, I've got lots of other stuff to figure out, because... Yeah, it's got lots of other stuff to figure out, but... What do they do? Okay, so there's vidIQ and TubeBuddy, and I'm sure there are others, but they seem to be the larger two. They help with SEO. Like, they look at your title. Before you make a video go live, they'll run through the SEO part of it. They'll look through... Like, they make sure, like, I know tags aren't that important these days, but they'll make sure the tags are, like, viable and at least good tags. And I don't know, some of them, I don't know. They do stuff as far as like, oh, goes on like that. There we go. Icarus, hello, how you doing today? Sorry, Icarus, hello, how you doing? Sorry, I read your message as though it was Cloxon's. I do apologize. How you doing today? Happy Sunday. You found a font called Poor Richard and it's your new favorite font? Oh. That is the next thing, because like the font I use currently is, I don't know, crap. I'd be building something here if I didn't have shaky hands today. Uh-oh. Well, listen. Sometime as someone who has had shaky hands in the past, I do understand. Some days, they're just not building days. I was going to make a joke. I couldn't bring myself to make that joke. It wasn't really much of a joke. So yeah, the TubeBuddy and vidIQ, they sort of like make sure your titles and stuff are apparently good. I don't know. Evidently, I've got a long way to go with my titles. They're all pretty crap. I just don't want to go down the route of top 10 things GW don't want you to know. Or any of that crap. My chapter is called Dark Phoenix. Yes, you did say. And I don't think I replied, did I? So sticking the back part of this turret on. I'm going to run a dribble of glue here. Think Blood Angel wings on shoulders, but the wings are dark purple around a silver sword. Very lovely. Oh, crikey. That is not so very lovely. Is going on here? You've been wielding the Codex issue. Oh, okay. Hell yes. Well, some days. I mean, they don't have to be all building days, do they? They can still be productive. They can still be productive days. There's a lot of money down that route, yeah. So they have like a free version, which is very basic. They have, and then 2 or 3 monthly tiers, and I just saw the monthly tiers and I just noped out. So I purchased one of them when it was on sale for the entire year. It was sort of $40 or something, which was evidently I had a bit of money floating around at the time, and I wanted to give it a go. So I don't know if I'll be renewing it because it's just a bit. It's a bit too much money when we're not earning any money. Like, this channel isn't monetized yet, so once that situation happens, then we can change our tune potentially. But by then, hopefully, I'll have figured stuff out and won't need it at all. Is Citadel glue actually any good? Yes, I do. Well, this normally I use this stuff here. This is my normal glue. And then I also use this. Both plastic glues. But unfortunately, these both are running out. I made an order from Amazon the other day. And I completely forgot to add glue to it. Then I remembered that I'd had this stuff sent to me in the post. And I thought, okay, well, we can give it a go and see how it performs. Yeah. It's definitely glue. Is it good glue? I'm going to have to tell you later. I don't quite know yet. Took me 20 minutes earlier to decide to spend £3 on a sound effect. Yeah, see, this is what I... Where do you get your sound effects from? Currently, my main issue is... Well, I've got many issues, obviously. But I look at Theme Forest, I think is what's called. Motion Array. That's the one I keep going back to. I'm very tempted to at least give that a go for a month. Because that gives you themes and like various effects and things. Transitions, LUTs. I don't know, lots of stuff. Potentially. Which I could use. Like once I could only probably use it for about a month just to get what I want. And then render out the video I need from it. Also got sound effects and stuff like that. I don't know. There's lots of these sort of places. And as I said, yeah, as this channel is not monetized yet, don't know if it ever will be, but if it is monetized, then those things become slightly more viable as a regular kind of thing to do. But until then, that doesn't look right. Apparently it goes in like that. So I was expecting that it's going that way around. It actually goes in that way around. Okie dokie. So, T9, T10, T12. Alright, let's do this. Today was Pond 5. See, I've never even heard of that one. I use both at Aunt Citadel. Yeah. Like, I don't think there's anything horrific about this. But especially for sort of large kits like this, which are... yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have issues with it with these sorts of kits. I prefer the Revel stuff and the Tamiya generally though. 9, 10, and 12. Okay. There is 9. Normally I go with production crate. Oh really? Production crate. Okay, that's another one I've not heard of. There is what I can't remember. There is one I sign up for, which is like free stuff every so often. Evidently, I got to sign up for more and more stuff. There we go. There's T9, T10, and T12. So a little turret and whatever the other thing is, a little viewport type sensor array or something. Okay, what? T12? Excuse me? 2, 3, 5, 11, 12. Ba-da-ba-ba. Not on everything, though? No. Yeah, it's, it would be nice to have access to all of these sort of effects and things, though. Okie dokie, let's clean these bad boys up. Production crates, I must remember that. I'll give that a butcher's afterwards. I was planning... I gotta plan my time a bit better, but I was planning on doing some editing today. I ended up painting by accident. So I'll have to push the editing back to tomorrow because, like, when I finish stream today, I'm going to be absolutely kind of cream crackered. I'm just going to want to chill out for once. Apparently, one has to do that. So I'm gonna chill out by considering making a reaction channel and all that sort of stuff while I play Call of Duty. Epidemic have a... Oh, really? I guess another company I've never heard of. I did look for these a while ago, but then I just gave up. So evidently I looked, but not hard enough. So thank you. By accident clocks... Yeah, it's terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I finished... The Emperor's Child. The Emperor's Children demo mini. Right here. I just focused on the actual miniature, like... This I didn't really bother doing the record this bit because I just wanted to focus on getting the colors down for people. Very unweathered, and obviously the base hasn't been done, which is fine because I'm not really... That's not the major sort of driving force for those videos. It's supposed to be just like the basic paint job. Slowly raising viewership. Well, thank you it's very kind. Very generous of you to say that. I never painted I've never painted an Emperor's Child before. And that, like, I don't know how well you know, but the temptation to paint loads of magenta on it was really high. I was so tempted to just break out all of the magenta paint and just hose it down. I tried. I think I did okay. We stuck to sort of like 4 colors. Or was it 5? 4 colors, 3 or 4 colors. Nagaroth Night, Finish in purple, Xerius purple, and Gene Stealer purple. So I managed to really... I told myself off. I was like, don't you bloody think about it. I know you want to break out all the magenta paint. And I luckily didn't. I was thinking to myself, if I paint any 40k Emperor's Children, then we can break out all the magenta. Like now, when they're chilling in the Horus Heresy, they can be all regal with their purple. And then, as soon as 40k rolls around, oh yes, it's magenta time, baby. Let's go. Nactwolf, hello. How you doing today? Happy Sunday to you. It is Sunday, right? I hope you're well. We are slowly working away on this Kratos tank. We've built the majority of it. We're just, yeah, this turret thing's the last thing left. I mean, it's taken us 5 streams to get to this point. Admittedly, those streams are not very long. They're just like an hour or so long. So, and I do like to talk a bit, so words have gotten in the way as well. So that's why we've been a bit slow. Delay between chat and you reading means I'm a little out of date when you read what I said. You were discussing YouTube video editing. So I said about the grind of getting your... Oh! Yeah. No, Icarus, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, apparently we are on the... Can I go into edit while I'm streaming? Apparently I can. This is the wrong place to look for it, I think. Yeah. There's no message delay on. Yeah, there's no message delay at all. Like, I haven't added that in. Like, we're not at such a big channel where there are thousands of people talking or anything like that. So we should... I put on ultra low latency. Chat is supposed to be really quick. It's not. It's not, but we're just going to have to deal with it. I decided no Primaris in your chat train. Oh, bloody hell. That's a bold statement right there. That's a bold statement, my friend. And I'm here for it. So I have... I can't really show you the box because it's so large. But I've got... So back in 2007, 2008 I think it was, GW brought out the Battle Company box set, which I think was about £400 for an entire company. So I've got 105 miniatures plus 9 rhinos. 9 rhinos, yeah. Well, 8 rhinos and a razorback. So for March from a Crag, I built 50 and painted. I painted rather than built. I painted 50 Ultramarines. I've got another, 55. I've got another 50 to go, and all of the rhinos. All of the rhinos need to get painted. Here is one of them. There are many like it, but this one is mine. And yeah, it will be great. I'm looking forward to painting them, but no Primaris in my Ultramarine second company. However, my first company, I do have Terminator Marnius and Primanius. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to do kind of 50-50, or maybe like 30 Terminators and 20 Stern Guard. Or whatever they're calling themselves these days. And the rest Primaris. How long have they been exactly Icarus? Yes, the firstborn have been around for quite a while. Let's just say, and the Primaris have been, well, I don't know. They've been on like in the fridge or something, just chilling, literally, with what's his name, Jeff. Jeff the cool Belisarius. Cool is his name. There's a story where a Custodes is delivering a Primaris to a chat. I think I've heard of this. Hold on. During transport, the chat turns traitor, so Primaris getting... So Primaris get into a fight on the ships. I'd include 1 or 2 of those Primaris. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, are there any of the... Is it because you don't like the miniatures, or is it just like the lore kind of aspect of it for you? Because I think there definitely are some nice miniatures. I just... You know, I am conflicted. I am conflicted because from a painting standpoint, the size of Primaris miniatures, for example, there is this one right here. I'm looking forward to painting this one up sometime. This is a Horus Heresy miniature, which is this is the new size the Mark 6 Marines. I gotta say, the Mark 6 ones, they are nice. They're a good size. There's not too much like kind of going on with them. This one is riddled with detail, which I'm going to have to paint, which also I'm not kind of... You don't have to cut... Sometimes I think they put too much detail on the Primaris. Like, too much like, I don't know, necklaces and holsters and bits of tactical loincloth and stuff. Do you know what I mean? They're a bit too busy. The Primaris hadn't joined the chat yet. Oh, okay. So we're not involved, but the Custodians was black and white. Demanded the Primaris surrender. I think I have heard that. I think I have heard that one, yeah. Right. Horus. Okay, T14, T13. They're the big... This is the big cannon, the Doom right here. Bop. Bop. I think for my Imperial Fists, we are going to be probably sticking with the battle cannon. I'll probably get the other ones and build them later. So you know what that means. I'll forget about it. And I'll probably paint them up and then see about how easy it is to swap them around. I think you just like basically take the lid off. It's alright, Chris. It's absolutely alright. It's basically what it's here for. Like the reason I'm streaming is so that YouTube sees I'm active on YouTube and sort of doing sweet content, you know. But also because then I can do something productive as well, like get a miniature built. But the main aspect of these streams is for me to chat with people about hobby stuff. That's all. That's the main part. That's the fact that I'm doing something productive on the side. That is a bonus. So you distract away. I know there's like a whole load of... I'm going to check my email. I'm going to check my email for something relatively quickly. Relatively quickly. Online previews, that was 2 o'clock today. Is that all there was today? Later discussion here than on Facebook. It's all about... Oh god. Is that with the Space Wolves? By any chance? Is that with the Space Wolves? Yeah, like, people can do what they like, right? I'm not going to be worrying about it, but it's not quite for me. Okay, so I was just looking for... Okay, so today, it looks like it's just been Warhammer Community previews. It's just been Middle-earth stuff. Let's pause them, because we don't need to talk about... Yeah, I will not be getting any of the Lord of the Rings stuff. I've got enough going on with Horus Heresy 40k. Potentially getting back to my Empire or my Free Guild army. And potentially some more time stuff. And Necromunda. So I've got my sweet hands already full. Apparently chat got... Oh, is it all resin? I saw a comment in Discord about I don't know how they There's that leg again. God damn it, I should get rid of that picture. I saw the picture in someone in Discord said something. What the hell was it? Right. I got completely sidetracked looking at Discord then. Yeah, those helmets. Where's my... Obviously, I've got that Space Wolf. Here he is. It's not like they don't have, like, set a precedent for this guy. Like... Look at him. Isn't he lovely? Not quite. Oh, okay. Huh. If it's your thing, go ahead, but the memes are great. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know. Apparently, like, Space Wolves never... Like, they always seem to get the bad deal when it comes to... Like, Horus Heresy. I don't know if it's specifically just Horus Heresy that they get a bad... Actually, I don't know. Some of the names for their stuff... It just doesn't sit well with me. The names are ridiculous. I have to don my Flash Git's top when I'm building. Oh, really? Oh, dear. Anyone know any slang terms for tea? Like the drink? You talking about the drink? The delicious sweet drink? Well, not necessarily sweet. Cup of char? I don't know. I just normally call it tea. Although, hold on. What the hell was that rapping? There was a rapper who did a rap about tea. I say it was a rapper. Like, it's not Eminem. Eminem wasn't rapping about tea. Unfortunately, that would have been amazing. What was his name? Scribius Pip. Something like that. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's on YouTube somewhere. Brew, cuppa. Oh yeah, of course. I just call it tea, but I used to call it a cuppa. Like when I was working at Lion King. Brew was... I don't think we ever did brew. I think it's mostly a cuppa. I'm typing in Scroobius Pip. Now what the hell? I was going to make sure this. I'm just trying to find it. What the hell was the track called? Damn it. I listened to it, like, funnily enough, when I was working at Lion King, and a friend of mine who I was working with sent me it. And for some reason it popped up in my timeline again recently. And I listened to it, I was like, oh, okay. And now I can't find it. It was only a couple of weeks ago as well. This is the issue. My brain is terrible. Is a cup of the brown stuff? Is that what cup of the brown stuff? Oh, God. GW have cottoned on to who is building Space Wolf armies and have now decided to exclusively cater to that group, forcing anyone who isn't an enthusiast. Really? Is that it, Nat Wolf? Oh, I think, okay. This is probably not what I was looking for, but I'm going to drop it into chat anyway. Because that's what I did listen to, and I swear they were talking about tea at some point in it. Sorry, I do apologise. I got completely sidetracked with the talking of delicious, delicious cups of tea. Scumbag troll G-Top. Well. Welly Wellington. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a trolling thing that they do. I don't really know. What I would like to know is when we're gonna get a loyalist Primarch back in action. Now we've got 3 bloody demon Primarchs rocking around. 3, and there's just Bobby G. There's just sweet Bobby G. He's got broad shoulders, but even he might potentially stumble. So yeah, he's not a space wizard. It's not like he's got Magnus. We got Mortarion. I must get that miniature at some point. I must get Morty at some point. And do we have? Is it Angron? Like a new mini for that's been dropped, right? Who looks? I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I would not buy it. If someone gave me the money to buy it, I would still be like, do I really have to buy this miniature? I could think of other things I would prefer to paint. But if you insist, you incredibly generous person, I will do it. I will do it just for you. How necessary is it? I don't know. I thought the wings were a bit weird. I was having major issues with the wings in my brain. GW are carrying on Disney's good work with Zootropolis. Oh, don't even get me started with Disney. Don't get me started with Disney. Ugh. They're just filth. I don't know, it seems that way though. It's either that or GW design team has been slowly but surely taken over. Truly grimdark. That is, yeah. I mean, thing is though, they are a company at the end of the day. They got to make the dollar, or in our case the Lizzies. You know, they got all the financial people they have to sort of like appeal to. And if stuff isn't selling, it is a strange situation though, because ooh, hello Betty. How much glue did we just use then? The answer to that question is ooh, too much. Too much glue. Yeah. It's way too much glue. Anyway, we'll pretend we didn't do way too much. Smush it together. Alright. Gonna keep pressure on this bad boy. I don't know. Like, I used to collect Space Wolves. Like, my very first GW army was Space Wolves back in '94 when I started collecting them. In fact, this is one of my very first Space Wolves from 1994. Sometime in '94, beginning of '94, I think. Hosed it down with all the paint. And in fact, I found a bunch more of my also unfinished Space Wolves. Like, so I had two squads of Blood Claws, 2 squads of Long Fangs, and 2 squads of Grey Hunters. I also had a Rhino, a Razorback, which has gone AWOL, and the Land Raider. Land Raider has now turned into an Imperial Fist Land Raider, which is amazing. And the other stuff, so I had each of the 2 squads. I had 1 metal, One set of metal miniatures, and then the newer squad when they were re-released at like late 90s. Too much glue on a 2-piece barrel usually means enough glue. Makes it seem exactly. Well, that is why I don't mind using too much glue on a barrel. Like in this situation. I do like the seam to disappear. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for Disney. Is what my old boss there used to say. And I believe they just kind of plonk this in like that. That's basically it. I'm sure there's a right way up and a wrong way up, but I suspect it's that way. Pew pew. So, like the other guns, you do basically the same thing. You can just drop this bad boy in. And then you have the lid to worry about. So this lid, let's just have a quick look at this. Was it? Okay, it's like that. Okay. Right. Okay. So, evidently there's a bit on the side I gotta do. And a bit at the back. Fine. That's okay. Now, so what you can do... So there's 3 bits missing. Groovy. So what you can do, though, is it looks like you can just basically take this bit off somehow. Probably use... I wouldn't want to wear that away. But you could just take that lid off, magnetize it somehow if you wanted to, and just swap these weapons in and out quite easily. If you can figure out a nice way of magnetizing it, which isn't horrific, or just like have it chilling. I will not do that because there are far too many gaps and things going on, and it's gonna... I'll just have to buy another one, basically, is what I'm gonna have to do. It's terrible. By the way, folks, if you are here, what I'm going to say is, if you could like the stream, it would mean a lot. Thank you. 90s Space Wolves were somewhat untrained. Oh, do you mean untrained or untainted? That's before GW started triggering the fan base. Yeah. Well, sometimes you just got to do it right. You got to wind them up a bit. Somehow. Delicious. Untainted. I wish I could find my original Ulrich the Slayer mini. I've no idea what happened to it. I collected 40k with my youngest brother. Let's just, while I blabber on, we're gonna get this thing done. So we collected. He had the Orc side of the 2nd edition version of 40k. I had the Space Marine side. Thing is, I've got no idea where that box went. Like I was at boarding school, so we moved house a couple of times during that move, so I don't know what happened to it. I think it went into the attic at some point. I don't know if it was sold. I really hope it's not sold, because it'd be lovely to find it again. Because I've got no idea what's in there. At all. Okay, do you see that? Of course you do. Of course you do. But I know my brother had the Orc teleporter, shock, no, not teleporter, shock attack gun. The old one. And he had Nazdrag. Very fond of that mini. Sweet, sweet Nazdrag. Is it Nazdrag? The bad moon boss. There we go. All those little bits put in. And we will run a smidgen of this glue around. Just to make sure we got all the little bits and pieces suitably glued in. Tell you what, it's going to be nice to get this miniature finished and ready for... Like, obviously, we've been painting up the rhino over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/GloriousBadger. We got to a point, though, on that one where we will... I'm going to have to paint the rest of it off camera and then get it, and then just weather on camera. This one? Yes. I don't want to keep painting the rhino because there's like lots of fiddly little bits and pieces that people just don't really need to see, really. So I'll get all those done. Next time you see the rhino on Twitch, it will be weathering it, adding the chips to it, adding the like modulation and stuff. I wish I'd recorded doing the Land Raider. I will forever kick myself for that, but unfortunately we didn't, so we'll just live with it. There we go. We got that little thingamajiggle there. Lovely jubbly. Let us... Right. So. T... Did I miss... I missed out doing a bit on the side. I am terrible. T5. T5, where are you? T5. T5, okie dokie. There's the T3 as well. We put T3 in. What the hell's going on? What the devil is going on? We didn't put T3 in. Oh, okay. Why did we not do that? What the hell were we thinking last week? Were we even thinking? I don't know. I do not know. However, we're going to remedy that now. We're going to remedy that right now. Goody gumdrops. These two little bits here. Oh, hello, Betty. My other computer, I need to do something on very quickly. Okie dokie. Alright, sorry about that. The other screen, the monitor died and I had to fix something, so... And I've got no idea if the alerts work on this at all. Like, I could have been having tons of followers. Also, sorry, subscribers. And I don't know if, like, the alerts are working. I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of it somehow. Anywho. So... This is going to explain why that thing wasn't fitting in correctly, because we hadn't put in this bit right here, which goes in like. How the devil does? Hold on, wait a second. This is too confusing now. Ah, okay, all right. All right, friends. So, this bit goes in like that. All right. Goes in like that. So it like butts up like that, and also so there's an undercut there. And it also gives something for the turret to sit at, the battle cannon to sit in. Before it was just chilling, but now we have a support to it. So let's get this done. Then we can move on to the other little bits and pieces. I'm not going to attach the top lid until I've made a proper decision about what we're doing for the... I think, like, my brain's telling me battle cannon over the Melter Blast Gun or the Volkite. Cardinal. It's a nice word. I like that word. Cardinal. So before I make my mind... Before I glue the things in, I'll have to confirm... Is that a WhatsApp message? I do have something going on. Well, not me personally, but I do have to keep my eyes peeled for a message. Okay. Sorry, something to do with my niece. There we go. Okie dokie. Righty ho. Okie dokie. So, let us get this put into place. So this does go like... Oh, God. So. Bit of glue there, bit of glue. Just smack it all in there. Use a bit of the chunky glue. Ooh, hello. And I must figure out the music situation for YouTube because it's very, very quiet. Rendering is happening only a week late. Well, better late than never. That was what I was always told. Better late than never. I mean, I struggle believing that. Like, I always kick myself when it, like, so a video this week I rendered on... Well, I uploaded it to YouTube on Tuesday night? No, I rendered it late. I uploaded it on Tuesday morning. Sorry, Wednesday morning, and I was hoping to make the video go live Wednesday evening. And I was waiting for the HD encoding to finish before I go live, before I sort of make the video public. And it was still, it didn't finish encoding till like midnight, so I thought, screw it. Thursday morning. It'll have to be a Thursday morning one. There is a... See that gap there? Probably don't, because I'm not zoomed in far enough. Fortunately, your viewers are used to disappointment, Clockson. Maybe that is what they crave. Obviously, I don't know. I do find it's a very strange beast, YouTube. I wish I'd started YouTubing earlier. Earlier. But I didn't, so I just have to deal with that, unfortunately. Okay, so we've added some more glue, some auxiliary glue. Very important to have auxiliary glue. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't figure out YouTube sometimes. It's very strange. Okay, what I can figure out is that we finally got this bad boy. We have a support for it, so there we go. Before it was just kind of flopping out all over the place without their support in. Now we've added it in there. Happy days. Happy bloody days. Things you love to see. Was looking at... Oh, God, Zoids. Wow. I haven't thought about those for a while. I had the old... Is it T-Rex? Like, we didn't have many Zoids. There was... Was it the T-Rex? My brain's telling me it was a T-Rex, but now I'm thinking about it, that would have been an expensive kit. And, like, we didn't have huge amounts of money. So, I don't know if we did have that kit. Maybe I was just dreaming about it. We had, like, a Stegodon type thing. They look cool and please my inner 7-year-old. Yeah, exactly. But if I were to paint the kits, it's the same nightmare as Gundam kits. Where the painting order is nightmarish. Yeah. I've never even considered painting them, to be honest. Until now. Now you said it. Because of articulated joints, yeah. That's the thing I don't like about like these paintings. The GW paintings, the painter's scale, whatever they call them. Like those large action figure things. I don't know. I just don't think I'd like to paint one at all. It's got zero interest for me in that regard. You know, because of the articulated joints, I would like a miniature. I don't mind articulation, right? Like this. This is fine, but if you can kind of see like an elbow joint. That wiggling around, like the and like what they have to do to make the arm work properly or realistically, I guess. That is my issue. It's lovely paint up until that point, then it looks like a nightmare. I think with YouTube, you just have to remember that the algorithm doesn't care about you. It cares about what folks will watch and not get too disillusioned by Yeah, the analytics. That's the thing. Like with like looking over on Twitch, like the algorithm there. Or like the numbers and stuff. Can be very disheartening. I just have to try and remember that. Just have to do what the algorithm likes. And by extension of that, what the people like. Or the other way around. I mean, it's simple enough. You just have to pay close attention to the instructions and see how things fit together and what to paint before you attach it. And sand joints and repeatedly test fit. I do have a tiny bit of Gundam, but I just... The only Gundam mini I've got is the... No, that's a lie. The Heavy Arms Custom. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, we've got lots of this. This seam needs to get annihilated. It's absolutely brutal. I'll fix it off camera, folks. It is a pretty horrible seam, though, but we will fix it. It will look majestic. So, let me move on. We need to have a look at... So, there's a bit missing there. And a bit missing there. So, T5, T15, excuse me, my bad. And this part here is T5. No, we've already got T5 on. What is this part here? Is it T5? I guess we'll have to find out. Let's look at the sprue and see what I'm... I've already got it here. I'm an idiot. But I can already tell it'd be very, very tedious. Well, I suppose it depends, like, as with most things, is the end goal worth it? You know? Like, are you going to be suitably happy that you've spent that much time in fixing all those little sort of issues, and like you have a sweet result at the end. If the answer to that question is yes, I'll be very happy. Then it's absolutely worth it. Like the pain and suffering of fixing all those little bits and pieces. You could just paint them though, I suppose, and have them in a single pose. Yeah, that is true. Like if I was to sort of lock them into a position and just glue the parts and like fix any gaps, that would be a different situation. I have considered it, but I don't know. I got so many other miniatures to concentrate on. I don't even think I've got time to even go down that route currently. So let us look at this part right here. I'm going to remove... It goes in like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the lid. We're going to glue this bad boy in. Okay? We're going to glue this bad boy in. And I'm going to leave the lid loose. Then we've got to start on that stupid dozer blade, which looks ridiculous. I don't think I'll be... I don't know. What I was looking at it the other night, going, what would Badger in all his wiseness, what would he have done? What I would have done. You know the mine clearing things which have they have a dozer blade, but it's just in front of the tracks. I don't think it's specifically just for mine clearing, but there's just a little bit right in front of each track, which is quite aggressively shaped. I would have done that. I think that looks better to me, rather than the big triangle thing of silliness. One thing you might give me an aneurysm with those... hold on. One thing that might give me an aneurysm with those, you do have to apply a moderate amount of force with parts to test fit. I can only imagine separating the parts again must be stressing. Yeah, I would have thought so. There are some kits which I put together and just to test fit the two parts, and oh god, we're going to need to apply maximum pressure to get these parts apart again, and we're going to have to hope beyond hope that I don't break anything. Glue. And we'll use the brush for the rest of it. Okay, so that. Make sure it's nice and flush. Make sure all is groovy. Well, Nightwolf, I don't know which Zoid would you get. Like, I don't know their names. I don't know their names, so like you just have to say which beast you would get out of them. Okay, run some extra glue along the seams just to make sure we are all groovy. Okay, goody gumdrops. All right. So, that's how there is supposed to be a ledge over this. I was thinking when I first put it together that maybe there was this was excess I needed to chop away, but it's like the hatches, so there's a bit of an overhang on the hatch. That's fine. This pit here, T15, you saucy rascal. I knew things were going too smoothly for us. I knew it was going too smoothly. Okie dokie. So, oh, hello. All right. So we build a sponsor. We put the main battle cannon on. I will build the other, the melter and the other thing off camera. But I think we'll do a specific painting video for this. I'll also do a specific painting video for the Leviathan. Those will both be painted specifically here for YouTube. Once once I locate this one's head, it's gone AWOL. So hopefully I can figure out where it's gone. Okay. This is kind of fits in there. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. So it fits in. That gap is supposed to be there. That gap is supposed to be there. Okay. That's fine. Righty-ho. So. Anyway, I hope we're all going to have a lovely week this week. I don't know what I'm painting up on YouTube, Twitch this week. It will be something, no doubt. It will be something. Okay, lovely jubbly. Run a bit of this glue along any other edges that we've... Just like so. Lovely. So yeah, this week we're not going to be painting up the Rhino on channel. I've got the Stormcast miniature to paint up to continue on. Otherwise, that will be an Age of Sigmar thing. And then we'll get back to I don't know. Really don't know. It's going to be a weird week, I think. All right. So that's that. That's that. So if you want the Melter Blast gun, there are different kind of turret options. So I think if and when I get another one of these tanks, we'll build one with this kind of turret. So we can swap them out. Or what I could do is I could go to a bit store and basically purchase another one of these and build out the other option of it. That could be a thing. However, if we're going with the battle, there is a T-30, the last bit I was missing, which is a bit of some bit of blast shield or something like that. Really? I'll show that to you in just a second. So yeah, Twitch is going to be Stormcast, definitely. I think we'll be back with the Rhino next week. Hopefully I'll be at the point where we can weather it. Maybe we could start on the Contemptor. Thing holding me back with the Dreadnoughts is currently I don't know how to base them. I don't know how I want to base them. I would like a fancy base for at least one of them. I guess we'll find out. Strange noise outside. I don't know what it is. Anywho, that doesn't matter. So this... Hello. This goes in like so. Put this on. Now you see this bit here, which is all quite open. You get this thing on here, like so. That rises. Oh, hello. So that goes up and down along with the turret. So if it's lifted up, that goes up. It's a hinge. So I don't know what to do about that. That is definitely a situation. I think we'll just have it glued in place. I think we'll just have it glued in place. I don't think I'm going to worry about the other one. Anyway, we do not worry about that for now. So that's basically the lid done. T15's in place. T30 is going to be in place once we do the glue. But if you build out the melter version or the Volkite Carindel, there are sort of different bits you attach to the lid. I kind of like the Volkite turret option as well. So I think if I build another one, I'll be going with the Volkite. I don't know. I'm conflicted on that one. Obviously, we have got the exhaust pipes done, but they're just not glued in because they take up a bit of space on the back, and I'd like to paint that separately. We've done that. So we've basically done the entire tank. We're not doing the Hunter Killer Missile. Those are all optional extras you can get in all kind of vehicles. Let us stress about... Let us make this ridiculous thing. There are many parts to it. So L29, so the left-hand side, 29 through 33, right? Lovely. Hull section R33 through 29. Then you get the left-hand side support and the right-hand side support. So let us build the two supports. Find the bits. Okay, right-hand side. No, left-hand side first. So, L, 28 and 27. There's 28, 27. So these two parts. The right-hand side will be exactly the same, folks. I'm just going to build... Well, I'm going to concentrate on building the left-hand side of this first. Just for time considerations. If you are watching the VOD, basically... It's just a replica on the other side. It's symmetry. So once you've seen this side, you'll just swap everything over, and it'll be the right-hand side as well. Lovely jubbly. Unless my mind is just broken on the time, and we've got ages. I do like to do like a Sunday stream for about 2 hours. I don't know actually how long I've been streaming for. Say anywhere. Coming up to 2 hours. So. Righty-ho. I'm gonna plan on... I do plan on playing some Call of Duty today. I absolutely need to play some Call of Duty just to relax and just chill out for a little bit. I don't know if I'll edit after that. I might very well just be sick of the screen by then. I might just go and read a book. That is always an option. However, I will probably stream the YouTube, the Call of Duty stuff to Discord. That'll be within the subscriber part of Discord, as in the Twitch subscriber part. So I need to make it so that if people what do they call it on here? They become members. I think being a member is the YouTube version. If and when we get monetized and membership becomes viable, then I will try and make that happen so that YouTube members can get access to the Twitch subscriber parts, so to speak. Okay, so we need to glue these two parts together like so. We'd like to get, at least, if I can build up L29 through to the H16. Then I'll be happy chappy. Okay. Right. Lovely jubbly. Okay. So I'm looking at this L29 through to 33. Right. This is going to be fun. With a capital fun. Alright. So we're just going to build up to there. Okay. Because we're coming up to 2 hours. You don't need to see me do the other side of this and the other support. You'll get the general gist of it. Like that. And obviously you'll see it all together when we decide to do the painting video. Obviously I'm currently I'm recording painting up one of each miniature from each legion. I've just started on the Iron Warriors. So that's the third right now. I've done Dark Angels and Emperor's Children. Iron Warriors, then White Scars, I think they're called traditionally. L29. This thing is chunky. This is just all chunk. L29 is this chunky thing right there. That's far left. Then your L30. Where are you, little rascal? Here you are. Then your L31. Okay. Then we have L32. Maybe we will have time to build the entire thing. I don't know. I will. I don't like going drastically over 2 hour mark. Ouch. And then we got this big bad boy right here. The size of that thing. Much as I don't like these things, I do not like the idea of being sort of attacked by one of these. L30, and I will get the hull part out, which is hull... What part? What did you say? H16. Alright. That's T. That's turret. T for turret. I got it. There it is. The last part on this sprue. We can get rid of this sprue now. Happy days. Happy days. Oh, here again. Ooh, hello, Betty. All right. Sorry, this is my, I'm not going to go into details, but it's just rather relieving news from the hospital there. There we go. Itchy nose. So I've got to clean up these as relatively quickly as possible. All right. So if I was editing this on a video, I would have done like 10 seconds of this while I burbled on and said, this is what we're going to do. And then I would have done some sweet transition and like 20 minutes later would be, I would compress that time down into like 3 seconds and done a nifty transition, and we'd be, and here we go. This is what I did. Unfortunately, on the live stuff, it's not quite so. Can't quite dramatically do such a thing. Be nice if I could, but unfortunately, I can't yet to figure out how to do that. The only real way to do it is basically chop everything up, put them all into bags, like separate marked bags, and then basically have them all pre-cleaned for the stream, pre-prepared, and then just literally just like, here's this page, here are all the parts, we're going to glue them together. Meanwhile, listen to this sweet I don't know, whatever. So that is the hull bit, or like the central bit, which attaches to this nightmare thing somehow. How does one like that? Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, I was expecting, like, I knew there was Middle Earth stuff happening today on GW. I was hoping there would be something else. Games Workshop Online preview is all Middle Earth. That's a big no from me. It's a weird email. Lots of adverts into my YouTube, into my Gmail. What's up with that? I don't want adverts. Thank you very much, folks. If you have not liked this stream, please do so. It will be very majestic of you. And many other words which I cannot publicly say for absolutely no reason. No, it would be great if you could. That is if you like it. Like, if I don't want to... If you don't like it, you can always, I suppose, dislike it, which is definitely an option. But if you do dislike it, tell me why, and I'll see if I can fix it. There you go. That would be a bold strategy. I know. Oh, hello. Okie dokie. I don't even know what those are. They're like little round things. Okay. That's that part there. Next part. Oh my god. Okay. Woo! Alright. Get that as well. Yeah, they put the joints, like, right on this part here. You can't quite see it because I'm zoomed out a fair amount, but where these... I don't know if these... to me, it doesn't look quite flat. It feels like there's a slight indentation. And this sprue attachment, like, is right where the indentation is, but it's a very weird shape. So trying to smooth it out is interesting. So I will leave that for the moment. Stress about it later. Righty ho. Oh. That was a bit too much. Fix that in, I don't know. Pretend we'll just re-edit this video and pretend it never happened. And everything will be great. So as I said, I'm not going to be adding this to the miniature. What I will do is I'll probably paint it, though. I'll see how magnetizable it is. Probably a bit too late for that. But at least we'll know for the next one we get. Okay. Next one. Get all these bad boys glued together. And then that's basically all there is to this tank. All there is to this tank. It's nice and... it's been a nice build. Haven't had any issues, I don't think. Unlike the Rhino, which is the work of the devil as far as I'm concerned. The new Deimos. Devil Rhino. I will have to get another one, though, just to make sure I'm not like making a complete pig's ear out of something in particular. Okay. All right, ladies and jelly spoon. Oh, hello. Alrighty. I'm hoping we can be able to relatively easily clear these things up after we've glued them all together. So L29 is the circular bit. I guess the longer part is on the ground. The circular bit is at top. Then you mush in this part like so. I'm just checking it before I glue it because I think I'll go back and get rid of some of these seam lines. I think we're going to be I think we're going to be okay on the seam line front. Thankfully. So, let's get into it. Oh, that might have been a bit too much, but whatever. Just like so. Is that toast I smell? Oh god, I have a seizure. Don't want to have one of those. Okay, so. Okay, so it looks like we're still going to be able to get to all the seam lines even once we've built this thing, because I was thinking this wedge, like the connecting bit, was up front, and it might have caused some issues, but it looks like will actually be groovy. In that line of thinking, so okay, next part. Got to double check this because this is the one which has the so this slot has to go on the left hand side for the left side one, so goes in like so. Things you love to see. And this arm will go in like that. This big bad boy. Goes in like so. Okay. Then we have the central hull, from the bit from the hull section, which goes in like so. Just like that. Just like that. So that is the left-hand side of this. Let me get the lid on before the glue just disappears and dries up into nothing. So here is the tank. Obviously, I haven't put those two little turret things on, or the commander's turret up top. They're just like normal hatches. I got to make my mind up on the hatch front, so that's why we haven't done that. Got the two little bolters here. We went bolters here because we got las turrets here, sponsons when they go on. So this bad boy goes on like, goes into position like that, and then gets attached to. Hold on, let me get this the correct way. To the left. That is correct. So this goes on like, attaches to this. This attaches to that right there. As you can see. I don't know if we're going to glue them on. There are no sort of magnet holes, but I suspect you could easily kind of finagle some magnets in there. I don't know. I'm going to have to make my mind up on that one. But basically what I'm going to do after stream, once I've had some food in the shower, I'm going to build the other side of this so we have the full this thing just ready to glue on if we decide to do that in the end. I don't know if we're going to. Probably not going to, but it's always good to have that option. But there we go. That's about it, really. We've hit 3 hours? How long have we been streaming for? How long does it say? 2 hours and 4 minutes, which is absolutely perfect for me. Folks, I am going to wrap this bad boy up. I would like to say thank you very much for hanging out with me today, as always. I will be streaming over on Twitch tomorrow at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Like so. If Nightbot decides to do anything. Do I have to type in Twitch like that? No, that's ridiculous. Why would that work? Nightbot, you're supposed to be awake. There we go. Thank you, Nightbot. There is Nightbot's loveliness. Do click the link. Make sure you're following me. Twitch.tv/GloriousBadger. I don't know if that link is actually correct or not. There might be an extra space in there. I think it works though. I will be streaming there 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday evening. Friday evening is a bit of a... I'm not sure about that one yet, but we shall see. I don't know what we're going to be streaming on YouTube tomorrow. I genuinely haven't thought about it. So, I don't know. We might put the Leviathan together. Assuming I can find the head tonight. If I can find the head tonight, then we'll probably put the Leviathan together. Apart from the head, because I want to paint that separately for a YouTube video. But that, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we'll have to find out. I will change the page, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. I will... Cod and chips, Clockson. If only. If only. I don't know what I'm having tonight. Probably boiled egg on toast. With toast. But I will enjoy my cod. See if I can do Discord, by the way. I do have a Discord. Just for folks. There is a public bit of it, and then there is a good chunk of it hidden by, basically, Twitch subscription. I would like to replicate that here on YouTube as well. But I will stream the COD action to Discord later this evening once I've woken up. Until then, thank you, and goodbye. Nope, wrong page. There we go.